we did think about adding to our podcast and bringing people in, and it was like, oh no, we couldn't, no we can't, no we can't. And then there was a conversation with Rachel McCarron, who we're very lucky to have here. She'd be our first one, and she's perfect for this, being an actor. She's so what we've done for the first time. So forgive us because we don't do this professionally. We're just doing this because we love it. But we brought Rachel in, and we're going to have our first interview, if you like. So this is the lovely Rachel McCarron. So, Kath, have you met Rachel?
I think we've met. I think we met in the Doom and Gloom some time ago.
That's
maybe.
the Horse and Groom. For those
Yes,
like,
probably.
Yeah,
I recognise your face.
So nice to see you
here.
Welcome.
You do. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
So, my darling, I saw you more years ago than I'd like to remember, and you were at Shakespeare in the Park. You were were you Tatiana?
I was,
you were amazing. Oh, Titania, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, Tatiana. Yeah.
I had a cat called Tatiana.
Yeah. So you were Titania.
I've been a cat as well. So.
And she was extraordinary. And you went like a strolling minstrel around St Leonard's Gardens.
That's right. Yeah. Gosh, we are going back quite a few years ago now. I mean, we started that Shakespeare in the Gardens, probably like 2008, and did it for about 6 consecutive years.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, so just over there, and promenade. So we'd start at the bottom of the lodge. Each scene would take place at a different part of the park. The audience would follow. The kids would all run ahead, and it was just a great way to introduce kids to Shakespeare.
Yeah.
They loved it.
It was like you took a picnic, and you could. It had a kind of a. Where am I thinking? Glyndebourne kind of feel to it, but without the musicians being outside. It was just so good. It was
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard about that through. I think wasn't Laura Dunton-Clark also
involved? Yeah. Laura was in it.
John Knowles.
Tina Morris or not? Yeah. So I've got the hit list, but I didn't know.
Yeah. So there was one production. As You Like It, I think I was playing Phoebe, and I was very heavily pregnant, like 8 months pregnant, and at one point we were like, is someone going to shout out, is there a doctor in the park? Because seriously, I was, with Gabriel.
Sure.
Yeah.
There probably would have been.
Yes, there probably would have been.
Yeah. And I recently saw you, and I was completely taken aback. The Cherry Orchard. No, Chekhov. Wow.
Yeah.
You sat there in the second row, and I was blown away. You were extraordinary.
Thank you very much.
You were amazing.
Thank you. I'd always wanted to do a Chekhov. I'd obviously read it and studied it at drama school, but it was my first Chekhov. And to land that role was, But I absolutely adored it, and Francis Viner, the director, was just really inspiring. And, for the whole of what is a 4-act play, although we did it in 2, the cast were all on stage throughout the whole thing, so it required a lot of discipline and attention,
and that stage direction was phenomenal.
Just using chairs,
really clever
chairs and petals, to show the orchard. And I was rehearsing on the stage last week, and there's still bits of those paper petals a year later. So
and chalk on the side of on the flyers. Yeah. So tell us about what you're doing. You've got coming up.
Yeah. Well, in a couple of weeks, I am in a play again at the Stables, directed by Jeff Graves, and it's a play called Mayfly. It was written by a playwright called Joe White in 2018, so it's very modern and of the day, and he actually won Best Most Promising New Playwright in 2019. And it's just a beautifully written piece of theatre that deals with grief and how a family overcome in each of their personal ways, how they come through that, and each character deals with the loss in very different ways. And what I do want to say is that it's in no way, you're not going to sit there going, oh my god, what am I putting myself through for an hour and a half. It is just heartbreaking and hilarious,
as grief is,
absolutely. And those two emotions of sadness and happiness are such a fine balance. It's that whole pathos and drama and so yeah, there's 4 of us. It's a small cast. As I say, it just runs one act. Should run about 1 hour 40. And I'm loving it. I'm loving playing the role of Kat. Very, very different from Chekhov. And yeah, some fantastic other cast members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds so exciting.
Yes,
So you're back on the board.
Back on the boards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel that the stables is changing quite a lot, or has, in the time that you've been, working with them?
Yeah, definitely. So this is only my second stables production. I have been on the stage, but with stuff that's being produced outside. But definitely Neil Selman, who runs it, is putting on a really diverse programme of things now. You're not just getting your Agatha Christie's or your, Alan Ayckbourns. There really is. He's giving new writing a real go.
Youth.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the more people, it's amazing how long I've lived here, almost 20 years, and people go, oh, the stables, is that place down there? Oh, I've never been there. And I'm like, you should, because it's such a beautiful venue, and all run by volunteers who give up their time, box office, bar, stage management, wardrobe, everything, the sets. Oh, we've got an amazing set. The set is, so cool. So
the sets that I've seen there just look incredible, and I've climbed up into the prop room upstairs, which looks like a museum. The way that it's set up, it's so cool. It's like a library of things, a different library of things.
Yeah.
But, it really is just going into a treasure chest to find that one thing, and it'll be in there.
Yes, I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, the things you collect over the years. Yeah.
So when is it on? When do you start?
So we open on Tuesday the 18th of March, 7:30, and we run through till Saturday the 22nd, 7:30 with a matinee on the Saturday at 2:30.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Are there still tickets available?
They are going quickly, so I advise you to book,
Nice.
But honestly, I can't, we are all, the 4 of us and the director, well, everyone involved is so committed to this piece of writing. I think it might very well end up being a classic, in years to come.
That's going on my notes now. I'm going to have to find some time.
Yes, I'd like to see you in that second row again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you'll always hear me. I'll be the one whooping at the front.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Rachel, for coming in.
Oh, well, thank you so much for
Appreciate it.
inviting me.
You're our
and,
first. We've broken our
guest.
duck now.
Yeah.
But thank you, and
Any
good
more to
luck on the production.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you will be extraordinary, as you always are.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love to watch it.
It's so exciting getting to play different characters. I mean, that's the joy of an actor.
Sure.
Getting to get into these roles.
Yeah. No.
And different ones each time.
Bless you. So so all the details will be on the list. And thank you, Rachel, for coming in.
Thanks, Patsy. Thanks, Gav.
Rachel, nice to meet you.
Cheers, you too.
Cheers. Oh, we should cheers like this.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, cheers! I've forgot the cheers.
And it's my birthday.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, oh my God, yes, it's your birthday. We didn't.
Oh yes,
say.
happy birthday, Rachel!
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on your birthday.
Treat.